So, what some of you might not know, that with all this stuff happening with Sarah and a couple of other issues, but I've started to lose hair. It's been snapping, it's been falling out, it's at loads of different sides, it's super fucking thin. And it's been thinning for a bit, but it's still been manageable, it's still been alright, but it's super fucking thin. So I think we know what's coming, don't we? So, off we go. This tattoo is, you'll see in a minute, but I've tattooed this gentleman before already, and I had good fun with it, so just adding to it. This is me choosing some of my machines, which ones I want to use for this one. This is one of the ones I've been using a lot lately since I've come back. It's my Bert Thomas liner, and it's just a great machine. I have such a good time using it. It's lightweight but sturdy, and yeah, it's super fun. Let me know below if you've ever been tattooed by me, if you find the coils better or the rotaries better, but it doesn't really matter, but it's just a question just in case anybody's got a preference, really. That's me, everything all taped up and ready to rock and roll. Stencil coming off. So this is not a Guns N' Roses tattoo, despite the fact that there is a gun and roses in it. It's cowboy themed stuff, and he says to me, just do something cowboy themed. And as I say, I have tattooed him before, and you'll see what I've done on him before. I've tattooed him twice before, actually. I wanted to do something super bold, super black, but still give it plenty space to breathe. And he sits super well. He sits really. You'll see I've done a cowboy on the back of his calf, and on the back of the other calf, you'll see shortly I've done a clock, almost like a pocket watchy thing with a flower, and he says, is there any way you can do it so the flower's still black, bold, but almost looks white? And I'm like, why, yes I can, sir. Not a fucking problem at all. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. And this has been a long time coming, because he was booked in, and then obviously everything that happened with Sarah. And I just wanted to say quickly before we get to the end of the lining session here that obviously I'm very grateful to anybody that comes and gets tattooed. Like, I mean, it's a big deal. But to the people who were booked in and still continued to wait for me, because there's an abundance of tattooers nowadays. Everybody and their fucking mother wants to be a tattooer, and it's just getting out of hand. I'm going to make a separate video on my opinions about the state of tattooing another time, but I digress. I just want to say thank you so much to the people that continue to come and get tattooed by me, and the people who were booked in and who waited for me, because you could have went somewhere else and you didn't. So thank you very much indeed. I really do appreciate it. But this one is, as I say, super fun. That's the lining done, and I had a really good time with the lining, because it was just, like I say, that machine I'm using, the Bert Thomas machine, super sturdy weight, and with a metal tube on it, it just feels nice and balanced. You know, it feels like nice and balanced. I'm using a hybrid machine here. I believe it's a Dan Self-Made, I think, hybrid machine. I've never used it for lining. I've only ever used it for shading, and I like the way, I don't know, I just like the way it feels. But this was a super fun tattoo, and a super fun guy. He'd just been on holiday, and he'd been on holiday a wee bit before, actually. His skin was completely fine, but he'd been on holiday, and we had some good sort of chit-chats about where he'd been on holiday and all that sort of stuff. And let me know what you think of this. I tried the fancy arty slow down thing. Is it bullshit? Is it worth it? Should I just not do that again? You know, trying something different. I'm trying something really different in the next video, which you'll see, but you can tell me what you think. Here's the finished product of the gun and the roses. Again, it's not a Guns N' Roses tattoo. It's a cowboy themed tattoo, but yeah, this was super fun. And what I'll do now is I shall show you the cowboy done on the back and the back of his leg, and the clock that I done on the back of the other leg. 2 seconds. So I do apologise for filming it up and down. Pisses me off when I do that, but that's the skull, the cowboy that's healed, and on the other side, yeah, all healed up good. So yeah, thank you very much. I hope everybody's doing well. So it's Tuesday the 6th of August, and We have been out many walks for the last week without... Well, we've been out a few places for the last few weeks. The last week with Sarah without her walker. But this is the first dog walk without her walker. And I think it's pretty much sure now that she's not going to need the walker anymore. We've got rid of the in-house walkers, the Zimmer frame things if you like, because she just doesn't use them. She never really used them. And the one we call the off-roader one, you've seen her with the seat with the wheels and stuff. She's not using that anymore either. You're not using that at all, are you? Look at her walking.
Oh, the outdoor one?
Aye.
No.
So this is the first dog walk.
It's a bit slow still.
It's a wee bit slow still, but it's all right. Smashing it.
It's the end of the day as well.
It is the end of the day. It's 9:30. It's about 9:30 at night or something. So she's smashing it. She's doing so well. So yeah, stay tuned for me. So thank you very much for watching. It feels funny to be putting up a sort of normal video, if you like, tattooing in it, and a small update with Sarah, which is weird, but it's fun to be back, I suppose. Thank you very much to everybody who's getting tattooed, who's watching, who's subscribing. Feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be obviously putting updates with Sarah as well if you're interested in keeping up with Sarah's update. But I'll also be going back to sort of tattooing and stuff. I'm going to try different things. I've got a new camera that's coming. So yes, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye.